10 for $10.
Speaking of 10, this is episode 110 of the Midnight Games Cast.
Wow.
Excellent new games out today, and I think we should probably talk about them.
Let's do that.
The weekly wrap-up. This is the Midnight Games Cast. We record every Tuesday afternoon at midnight, then we bring it to YouTube every Wednesday as the weekly wrap-up. That's this thing right here that we're doing.
Don't go
right
anywhere.
now.
Put your feet up.
Can I?
Don't kill your pets. Why are you killing your pets? Fluffy is scared of you. Every tomorrow, every Thursday is PlayStation VR
Theater.
and every Friday is Viewer Takeover when we let you, the loyal game cats, let you take over the show. Disclaimer! The weekly wrap-up is part and parcel of the Midnight Games Cast, thus guilty by association of being a conversational podcast, meaning that this is our chance, us three, and you, the loyal game cats, to hang out, talk, and have fun. If you do not agree with the above terms as stated by PSVR without Parole LLC, then please exit the aircraft under the illuminated signs on each side of the theater, or drag your slider at the bottom of the screen ahead, roughly 8 goddamn minutes. As always, my name is Brian Paul, and to my right, your left is the king of all VR kings, Jeremy fucking King.
Wow. Jeremy fucking King. Yeah.
And to my left, your right, the one, the only, Michelle Barricchione.
I love when your coffee first kicks in. It's fantastic.
Right?
What do you think? Time for some housekeeping?
Housekeeping?
Yeah, we totally fucking stole that from Kind of Funny. Don't worry, we love Kind of Funny.
I didn't.
We're
Did it?
It just happened.
We're all best friends. Don't worry about a thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. If you're PSVR owners, then why aren't you watching this on a regular basis? Yes. Oh, right, because we're not funny and you hate the sound of my voice. But that's okay because we have other things on the channel
They do say that.
Yeah, they do.
They do say that.
Yeah.
But all right, that's okay. If you don't like us, then you can go somewhere else. But if you do like us, then hit subscribe. Also, hit that like button.
Please do.
Right?
I hit it continuously, and then when I go back, it's always grayed out.
You
It's
hit
been
it
happening-
continuously.
Well, don't hit
it
it
goes up,
continuously.
No, like,
Yep.
I've been having that issue.
I could just see Jeremy.
30 minutes.
Why is it not? It's blue and the gray, blue and the gray, blue and the gray.
Colors.
Yeah, we can't rely on Robert Meadows, the game cat,
Wow.
to tell you guys to hit like all the time. This
No.
should be part of your daily regimen.
Yes.
Also, make sure you head on over to the PlayStation VR Without Parole Game Catch PSVR community on your PlayStation 4 itself. If you don't know what communities are, then why are we having to tell you this every single week? On your PlayStation 4, the thing that's connected to your TV that your PlayStation VR is connected to, next to the settings, next to your profile, next to all of that garbage, there's a little tab that says Community. Go over there and search for PSVR Without Parole Game Cats.
Game cats being one word.
That's right. And head on over there. Join the elite group of Game Cats, headed by Dr. Doom. He's our community moderator over there. He will greet you at the door with Jameson's, weed, and I mean, let's hope some cocaine. I don't know. I haven't done cocaine in a while, but like, I feel like when Dr. Doom's in the room,
You sound like you do it every day.
I feel like there's a party going on there. Like sometimes I come in and everyone's like, shh, put it away, put it away. Hey, what's up, Brian? I'm like, is everyone okay in here? And they're like, yep, everything's fine. And I'm like, all right, have a good night. And they're all like,
There's always like that one guy in the corner, like holding in the puff of smoke, like,
right?
wait till you leave.
Nothing, Dad.
Right? Everything's good.
And every week on
goddamn minutes.
Yeah.
And every week on the weekly wrap up, we talk about PlayStation VR games. We talk about the games that came out this week, the games that came out last week, and just random PlayStation VR news.
Yep, and other shit too.
Shit.
All right, so what came out last week? We had a bunch of games that came out last week. Just in Time Incorporated.
Yep.
That came out. Des did that review.
He did.
Yep.
It was a little combination, a little cross between Job Simulator and Super Hot.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about two great games that go great together.
I would say definitely a should we.
I'd say definitely a should we. For
Absolutely.
$15,
Yep.
that thing's a blast.
It was so much fun.
Also, Dead Secret. I called it the first point-and-click adventure on PlayStation VR. I know that Hotcakes, I want to say, was like, well, what the fuck is Psychonauts then? And I was like, oh, good point. But this really feels like a point-and-click adventure, like of old, right? Yeah. It's very traditional. Also, Code 51 Mecha Arena came out.
Yep.
That was good, fun.
I say it should be.
It's definitely a should we. Yeah. Very VR Wild Encounters.
I didn't get to check that one out.
Well, good.
Yeah, I was looking at it. Yeah, I was looking at it. I'm like, $20. Yeah.
I didn't
think so.
I have not downloaded this one. I downloaded the original Very VR, but Dr. Doom downloaded this, and he called me because he was that upset about it.
Oh, for
he
real?
was like, "You need to warn people that this is fucking trash."
Yeah.
Well, I remember when the other one went on sale for like wicked cheap.
Yeah.
So got it, and then like even at that price, it was something stupid, like $1.99, whatever it was,
Yeah,
and I'm
still,
like, it's
nope.
not even worth $1.99.
Yeah.
Well-
So I can't believe this is 20.
because it's a bunch of 360 videos.
Yeah.
But the highlight of it is live feed cameras like in Africa or wherever the hell they're
Which
set
the
up.
concept is phenomenal. Like,
Yeah, if they were actually running. And apparently he bought this thing for $20 and the cameras weren't running.
yeah.
So it's like, well, you fucked up your lunch, guys. Well
Really?
done. So thank you, Dr. Doom, for that warning. We absolutely appreciate you. Like Bobby T out there, you guys are doing God's work. What else? We also had Dream Angling that came out. I've got this game. I haven't had enough time to spend with it. The fishing part of it feels great. I hear it actually gets difficult, so I'm interested in getting more into
Sounds
that.
relaxing.
Doesn't sound relaxing, Michelle. It's a great game.
Get off my boat. You should.
Well, there's no one on your boat. It's just you.
It's just you.
And what's
in the
the
pool.
tagline? Well, it is always that's for us men.
I don't know. The tagline was no. That's the wrong game.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Catch and Release.
Oh,
That's
Catch and
right.
Release,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
Yes,
you on a
dream
boat.
angling is like you
Yeah.
in the room and reliving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
While you
your
fish.
fishing memories.
Yes.
And then finally, Home Run Derby, MLB Home Run Derby VR came out.
Blank screen. Here's the game.
Yeah. Actually,
Oh, no,
I've
the trailers
still
are allowed
full.
now.
actually I've now played the game. I've captured footage for review.
Now it's released. Yeah.
And it's actually fun. You know, you're standing there at the plate and you're trying to hit home runs. That's all it is. There's only 3 stadiums, and it's very, very.
So how long can you do that for?
I mean, I did it for about 10 minutes, and I was like, I can't imagine somebody spending their day doing this.
Right.
For $20, I was like, this should have been like 5, 10, maybe at max.
Right.
There's supposed to be more stadiums coming, but if they on mobile they charged for them, so they better not be charging for the extra stadiums when they finally come here. And then Rage Room was supposed to be coming out on Saturday the 28th, but that turned out to be a no-show. We contacted developers. Developers said, "Sorry, yeah, there's an announcement coming, but we don't have the announcement yet."
The announcement is late as well.
Yeah, the announcement's also late.
it was weird. It was going to come out on Saturday anyway. So
It seemed like bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this week we got 2 games. We got Pirate Flight.
Yep.
All made by one guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Andreas there I've been in contact with. And then we also have Killing Floor Incursion that came out, made by many, many more people. And it has many, many more problems.
Pretty cuckoo from the little bit I'd watched of
looks
the
crazy.
live stream.
Yeah.
Well, the replay of the live
like
stream.
the tentacles would have just made me so frustrated.
I certainly have 90 seconds of information to
Good.
share with you
Okay.
soon.
Good.
Good.
What do you think, Michelle?
I think we should absolutely begin this episode the way we begin every episode, with the little game of should we or shouldn't we. Put 90 seconds on the clock up on the counter. Thank you.
Falling in
The
like
way that
old
Jeremy likes it.
Ba-dum.
It's always
Couple
a very
extras.
strange
Ribbed
set,
for her pleasure.
Couple extras. And we have 90 seconds to tell you what we have been playing or watching and whether you should be playing or watching as well. Game Cats.
Meow.
Who
would like to go first?
Jeremy, on your
Sure.
mark. I'm nervous. On your mark.
Don't be.
Get set. Go.
So I have several things I could talk about. One, I will briefly talk about the Pirate Flight. I imagine Michelle's going to speak of this as well, right?
That is all I have to talk
Okay. So
Yeah.
The Pirate Flight kind of day.
I did almost the whole first stage where you do, what is it, the race through the rings. I didn't do the balloon. I did the flight aspect of it too, the race. But yeah,
It's all flying.
it's all flying. Either through rings or against people through rings. And I mean, it's pretty basic and relaxing. I can't say much more about it than that. There was a few things that I wish they did do in the game. So I do wish you run out of fuel periodically, but you can keep the boost on 100% and never worry about dropping. I feel they should have put the refuel things off of the course, so you have to stray off, sacrifice time, position, and chance to go refuel before you get back. I just feel like they also should have put things at different levels. It was all pretty much just kind of like this, and you might have to incline a little bit. I also felt they should have had hit detections against the other plane in a bit to cause you to crash, so you would want to avoid instead of just going. And so, I mean, those are just the little criticisms I have. Other than that, I also went and what are we going to? 1:30. So, oh yeah, I'm done, right?
And
I mean,
stop.
I guess you are now.
Yeah, there's no point in starting something else. I saw the Avengers, but we'll go into that another time.
Well, Jeremy's 1 minute review.
It was fucking great.
You really
Wait, hold on a second.
You really have to start.
Wait. It's our brand new segment. Justin Sadowski, Jay Dow, sent us this little intro clip.
Floating way over there, I'm like, you know what, fuck this. Floating way over there, I'm like, you know what, fuck this. Floating way over there, I'm like, you know what, fuck this.
Jeremy's 1 minute review.
So, I saw Avengers, and I'm not a comic book reader. I am just like, my knowledge comes from the movies, and when I worked at GameStop, people years back filling me in and shit. So I don't know the backstory of everything and Thanos and all that crap. All I gotta say is when I went into this movie, I was very afraid with everything that was supposedly gonna be happening. I was afraid it was gonna suffer from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, syndrome, where there was just Sandman and all these things happening and too much villains wreaking havoc and no story, and you really didn't care about the fights. They handled this fucking great. There was a lot happening, but they really edited this extremely well, introduced the characters, brought them into each other, and brought the fight on. And I just got to say, it was 100% worth the price of admission. I thought it was great. I had no interest really to see this too much, besides the fact it was an Avengers movie.
And stop.
See it. Floating way over there, I'm like, you know what, fuck this. Floating way over there, I'm like, you know what, fuck this. Floating way over there, I'm like, you know what, fuck this.
On my mark.
Yep.
Get set. And go. Oh. All right. I had played...
She was trying to kill 2 seconds.
I played Pirate Flight. I also started with the rings where you fly through and you have to get them all, and I completed that whole level right there. You get to unlock new pilots, which...
You almost said pirates,
Pirates.
which I think
did.
is also true.
Yes,
Not
right?
really. There was a knight and a wizard.
Yep.
And I think a zombie.
Ninja.
Might be.
Yeah.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Anyway,
cop.
is there anything you can do with these other than just see them before and after you're done flying?
No, that's it.
Okay, so that was interesting.
No stat increase.
There's also racing against other airplanes.
And dragons.
Oh, is it dragons?
Oh, okay. Didn't get that far yet. Didn't beat all those.
Spoiler alert.
All right, spoiler alert for sure.
Helping out here.
I also wish that I could crash into them, or it could have been a little more fun. And then there's also the balloon shooting as well, where I only did about half of those as well. And I think I'm probably done with the game at this point. I played enough of it. It was $15. I probably wouldn't spend $15 on it. No. Just to let the game cats out there know.
Yeah.
I had a decent time, but I'm not going to go back to it. So that's my should we or shouldn't we on.
How much time do you think you spent with it?
About as much time as
45 minutes.
Whoa.
3, Brian.
So, to your knowledge, so this is not my should we or shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I will say I spent an hour and a half so far with Pirate Flight.
Yeah.
It's probably about 3 hours long.
Okay.
Because,
oh my god.
What?
It's that long?
Yeah. Well, to get all the stars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can unlock new levels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's 3 total.
There's
right?
3 environments.
Environments. That's what I mean.
In each environment, there's the 3 different types of races.
Right.
Pum, pum, pum.
Yeah. And I just I'm with both of you. I feel like it's a solid game for what it is.
Yeah.
But it's not. But it's there's no danger of anything. Like
That's the thing.
Eventually,
no
the
risk.
rings are at different levels and stuff, and,
Okay.
it does get a little bit more difficult, but never to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I can do this.
Right.
You know, if you fail it the first time, you're definitely going to get it the second time.
Yeah, first place.
I forgot to mention too. My 2 biggest complaints were that the blinders, which he is working on fixing. It's just one gentleman, right? So,
Yes.
Yeah, so he's working on fixing
Frozen
that,
gun
which is
games
great.
equals one guy.
And then they could have done a better job when I'm sitting in the cockpit. It's just a wall next to me. You know, I wanna be able to experience the plane more and look around and be able to see more of it.
You didn't turn that off?
No, I can turn that off.
Yep.
Cool.
There's a comfort setting that you can turn off
Yeah,
that allows you to be able to look around.
that's what I want to be able to do.
Yeah.
Oh, you just
No,
didn't
I-
do that?
Yeah,
No.
the blinders are on no matter what.
Yeah.
But the walls are there Yeah.
Mine didn't have
Okay.
walls.
Right.
I must have turned it off. I did go into the settings.
Okay, I didn't play around with the settings at all.
There we go.
I have one positive thing to say too quickly
Perfect.
about it.
Yeah.
I had a camera issue 2 times and it corrected itself instantly. So one time I'm flying, all of a sudden my view was almost as if it was the back wheel near the back
Oh, weird. Yeah.
rudder. So it was like, here's the plane of the wheel. I'm like, oh my God. And it corrected itself. And then another time, all of a sudden it was like I was falling through the cockpit floor. It just, everything went like, brrr, and then I was like, oh my God. And then it
fixed again.
corrected itself.
That's pretty
And
cool.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought it looked pretty cool too, and like the
Yeah.
dolphins were a nice touch, and
Yeah.
it was just
Visually, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, for what it is.
And it's running at a super high frame rate. It's running at something
is
like
smooth.
90 frames a
is smooth,
second.
yeah.
He was
Nice.
saying that like even Ultra Wings could only manage like 60.
yeah.
I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. In my discussions with him, he did say that maybe the $15 price tag people might complain about, and unfortunately, I'm going to be one of those people that says if this game was like $6 or $7, I'm going to say he could have sold 10 times as many copies.
Sure.
Because we all looked at Super Amazeballs,
Yeah.
and we were like whether you like the game or not, for $5 you'd buy it.
It's a steal,
Regardless,
Yeah,
right?
because it's $5.
You
Why
would try
wouldn't
it
you?
no matter what.
Yep.
You're like, this doesn't look great,
Fair
but
enough.
I've heard it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
At 15 is like 15 goes beyond that price point of like it's an
Even
acceptable
if it was
risk to
maybe
take.
10,
Right.
but 15 was
Well,
that was a good one.
Jeremy's got kids. He says $5 is his magic number.
5.
It is a good.
Super
it's a good
Amazeballs,
magic. It's a good
$5?
magic
Yep.
number. Yeah.
Done.
It's done. I
On your
downloaded-
mark, get set, and go.
Okay, thank you. So I played a buttload of Killing Floor Incursion yesterday. I started off and I was just like, we'll just stream this sucker, right?
Yep.
Just, and so I started off the single player mode, and I played about half of the campaign. There's 4 levels, and they're pretty fucking big levels. It should take you about 3.5 hours to beat the entire game. And man, I loved it. I started walking around using 2 move controllers, and you can full locomotion, teleport, it's click turning or smooth turning. You can use teleportation even if you turned full locomotion on. So it's really like the best of all worlds.
I like all the options.
Love all the options. There's like different guns and knives and axes, and you can like dismember the enemies. It's a lot of fun. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's also the first level, especially has like this nice survival horror scary vibe.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like around level 3, I don't know if shit just starts getting old.
Yeah.
But the puzzle solving starts getting like really silly. And it just stops you in your tracks.
Okay.
Like not complicated, just silly.
Like not like just pointless. Like it's just time wasting.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, that's an ambulance. So fire truck. Does that count?
dude, you're wasting my time here.
Okay, ready? We got to do it again. I can't throw one out now. I know what you did.
All right.
Should have smacked him harder for that.
I should have just went like this.
Seriously.
What did you have?
I'm like when and stop. Whenever in the history of the games cast
Really,
have we ever
that
said
doesn't count.
it doesn't count because it's not the right siren?
I know. Well,
It's
I
always
heard
only been sirens,
No,
though.
I heard a fire truck. I'm like, that's not police, but I guess you're right. Fire,
I can't.
inner city, flames.
And then you like halfway through were like, I'm not gonna play anymore actually. And you
Yeah.
always throw scissors first.
Yeah, I mixed it up for my
Scissor
second
fight.
throw.
So should we or shouldn't we?
Okay, so the pre-order sale for Killing Floor Incursion is over. It was $24 if you pre-ordered it.
Yep.
And at $24, I'm like, okay, this is fine. At $30, it's starting to get a little iffy.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. I feel like if you play through single player, it's fine. You run into less problems single player. The moment I found a sniper rifle, shit started going real sour.
Okay.
Right? It's like it. So if I held the sniper rifle in my right hand and then steadied it with my left, I couldn't get the tracking to work properly. I couldn't get the scope up to my eye level
Okay.
to be able to see through it and actually fire properly. I don't know if it was the tracking or if it was just a glitch in the game or whatever it was, but I found that if I held it the opposite hands, I could do it. It was, and it's just
Which isn't comfortable for you.
it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
And the game even asks you like which hand is your dominant hand? Do you want to play sitting or standing? It's like it gives you a ton of options.
Right.
Okay.
But man, this is just like a weird ass glitch. And every time Dave and I ran into sniper rifle spots, I played with Dave Station VR for our second stream.
Yeah.
We were just like, we were miserable. We're like, oh, not more sniper rifles. And there's an entire section on top of a roof, I think,
Oh,
in the
jeez.
Paris level, where it is
non-stop sniper.
Just
yeah.
like, oh, there's a guy on that roof. You got to shoot him with a sniper rifle. Oh, now there's the guy, and there was like probably 40 enemies on top of roofs.
Which I'm sure could be fun if the tracking was
properly done. Yeah.
Maybe, but so I was playing on the Pro, and he was playing on the OG PS4, and
he was having huge issues with the multiplayer.
He was having huge issues with everything.
Rate and stuff.
He's having issues with like every time he walked through a door, his character would like shoot up like 5 feet in the air, and so he'd be like stuck in a door frame.
Yeah,
and then
I saw it happening. Yeah,
and when he was using the sniper rifle, like when I looked down the scope, like my resolution was fine. I could totally see the enemies. I could see that they had like these tanks on their back that if I shot the tank, the dude would just blow up.
Yeah,
right. It was great.
Cool. Yeah.
But Dave said that the resolution on the OG PS4 was bad enough that like he couldn't even see the tanks.
Wow.
On their back to get that shot off.
It's not even fun anymore.
No.
Right.
You're not getting the full game.
No.
So it's a should we, despite all of its flaws, because I had a blast with it. Right. And I think multiplayer, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with it. But the should we, if you have the PlayStation 4 Pro,
that's what it sounds like, yeah.
And I think that Tripwire Games has some work to do on this thing. They've got some patches to do. There's already been 2 patches. Like it came out in Australia yesterday. I downloaded it, and before I even started the multiplayer with Dave, there was an update. I was like, it wouldn't
funny.
let us play until we updated it.
God damn it!
So I
did think it was cool. You got to like chop the dude's head off and use his eyes to scan open the door. Like that was neat.
It was neat. It was neat. But then there was this whole issue where it was like there was a hand scanner and an eye scanner, and so you had to go find an arm and a head, and then it didn't seem like 2 players could cooperate. I was like, because I had the hand and I put it on the thing, and he had the head, but it didn't recognize it. One person had to be holding both, and I'm like, this is a co-op game, guys. Like, let us
want to work together.
Interact.
Yeah.
So they've got some bugs to work out. I think it's a great game that has some big problems. Okay. If you bought it, I don't think you're going to regret it. But if you didn't buy it yet, you may just want to wait for a couple updates. It's either way, I think you'll be fine.
Cool.
Nice.
So it's definitely a should we with a attached. Right.
Kind of like us.
Yeah,
yes.
For sure. All right, guys. So we had some news this week.
What's the news?
Cool Painter VR.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Not only did I. Oh man, this was
live stream.
This was great.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep. 5 o'clock in the morning. And my phone was on Do Not Disturb mode because I was trying to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I just happened to look at my phone to see what time it was. And a moment earlier, Wildbit Studios, the developers, had sent me a review key.
It's time for Cool Painter.
And I was like, well, at 5 a.m., I guess it's time to play this thing
Right.
for the world to see. And I did a 3-hour stream. And I got to tell you, I was scared to paint something in front of people.
But your island turned out awesome.
Right? So I started creating an island.
Wilson.
If you haven't watched it, go check out the stream.
Yeah.
But the deal with that stream is you can probably skip through the first hour and a half of it and just watch the second half, because I think for the first hour and a half I was trying to get my bearings. I was like, how do you switch tools? How do you bring up the palette? And by the end I was still
learning,
struggling.
Process.
It only uses one move controller, which I find strange. I wish I had a palette in my other hand, with my other move controller, and I could just pick colors like that. But you know what, Wildbit Studios is doing, they're gonna make constant improvements to this thing. So
I think it's fantastic.
It is fantastic. It's only going to be $20, which we were all nervous. There was a rumor out there that it was going to be $60, and we were like, no, please don't do that.
No, don't do it.
For $20, I'm like, I'm buying this for you, because I'm like, I want to watch you play it for like a whole day.
Watch you do that. I'm like,
I will absolutely be playing this game.
I should download it and draw 2 dinosaurs fucking. Actually, see how it can really be done.
It's coming out May 9th, so that's just next week for $20. Also, Code 51 got an update.
Yes,
Code 51, our 2 biggest issues with that game. Well, 2 of our biggest issues with that game were the blinders, now removable, and the head turning, which is now can be done with the right stick. Perfect. Thank you guys very much over at Smelly River Studios, I believe.
I was playing it last night.
Yeah, if they keep adding arenas and
that's what I want.
More arenas.
Oh yeah,
because there's only 3.
That's what I want. Yeah.
And did you play the tutorial?
No.
There's something bad going on outside.
Thank
Is it the
God.
end of the world?
There's always something bad.
It hasn't
going
stopped
outside,
since
Jeremy.
you slapped me, Brian.
I had some time alone.
I don't know that
It's
song.
the end of the world.
As we know it.
Let's cut to the part where he knows.
Yeah.
6 o'clock TV hour.
REM, right?
Yeah.
I hated REM.
Get the fuck out of here.
I
All
really
right.
did not
All right.
like REM. Anyhow,
30 goddamn minutes.
you loved REM?
I mean,
Yeah.
The only portion of
Yeah.
REM I liked was at the end of Donnie Darko.
Okay. So, oh, is that all the news? Holy crap!
That was
no,
all the
yeah,
news.
that was it.
Okay, so here's the next bit of news. Follow us on Twitter at Parole Games. If you follow us on Twitter, we have a ton of shit to give you. Yesterday you might have noticed that we had a new episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR up with me and Des talking about Mervels, our Mervels review discussion. And because of that, we want to promote that video a little bit and give away a couple copies of Mervels.
Nice.
We have 3 US keys to give away. So follow us at Parole Games and then tweet at us. And say
also follow us on Instagram.
also follow us on Instagram. Follow us everywhere.
Right.
But make sure you tweet at us and say that you want a copy of Mervels. And then I will choose
you?
one at random at the end of the week. Let's say Friday. Also,
That is the end of the week.
if you're curious about Pirate Flight but you don't want to spend the $15, I have quite a few of those keys to give away.
Yeah.
I have 5 North American keys to give away for that. So
Sweet.
tweet at us. Brian, I want Pirate Flight for North American region. Or if you happen to live in the UK or any of the European territories out there, well, we'll get 10 of those.
Wowzers.
So I've got 10 European keys to give away. So tweet at us,
let us
at
know.
Parole Games. Brian, I want Pirate Flight for NA or EU. Let us know. I'll let you know on Friday.
Nice.
Okay, and our newest segment of the weekly wrap-up is sales.
Sales.
There's a
Sales,
ton of
sales.
VR games on sale, guys. I just scoured the entire PlayStation Store to find all of the sales for you. Ready for
Did
this?
they have
Thank you,
hashtag
Brian.
sale underneath the description?
No, of course not. I had to go through
comments?
every single thing on sale to find out all of these. First, Hatsune Miku Project Diva X is 50% off, $24.99. That game is fucking expensive without a sale.
Really?
Yep.
Shit.
The rest of these are all with PlayStation Plus, however, so keep
Okay.
that in mind. If you don't have PlayStation Plus, I don't think you're getting the deal.
Yep.
Surgeon Simulator, 70% off. That's $6.
Wow.
Super Hot Mind This Software Bundle is 40% off for $24. You can get that's the VR and the non-VR version of that game. But if you just want the VR version, that's also 40% off, $14.99, $15. Also, Res Infinite. This is a definite should we. Make sure you get Res Infinite while it's on sale for $15. That's half price. Carnival Games, 50% off. That's $10. You should probably get that too. The DLC, it's 25% off. It's still kind of a, I don't know, kind of deal.
Yeah.
NBA 2K VR is half price as well with plus $7.49. Accounting Plus, which was already fucking cheap as hell,
Yeah,
40% off with Plus. It's $7.19. And then finally, don't get this one. Passengers Awakening is 50% off. That makes it only $4.99. I gotta tell you,
But for $4.99,
I gotta tell you, for $4.99, watch my Let's Play. I did not enjoy this thing. No. And that is the end of
The sales.
As We Know It, and I feel fine.
I think that wraps up the wrap up.
That wraps up the wrap-up.
Wow.
Well, holy fuck balls.
That was a pretty good wrap up.
That's a pretty good wrap-up.
Feel good about that.
Wrapped up
Excellent.
rather quickly.
Well, in that case, make sure you come back tomorrow for the best 20 minutes of your week. PlayStation VR
Theater.
where we sit around and we talk about PlayStation VR games that are coming out, maybe.
Maybe, possibly.
Maybe. As always, my name's Brian, that's Jeremy, and this is Michelle, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I was driving today. It was about 6:45 this morning, 6:50. So I was behind traffic. It was really nice. I had my windows open a crack. It was like 53 degrees. Had some music playing. I'm like, this is going to be
REM?
No, it was not REM. Anti-REM. It was MER. So then, Mer. I'm driving. I'm like, it's going to be a good day. And then what happened?
You hit somebody.
A robin. A bird. I killed a bird.
So it was a good day.
It went
Are you
like.
sure you killed it?
Let's put it this way. I saw it duck down. I'm like, no! And then I looked behind me, and I swear to God, on the ground, all I saw is the bird and feathers as I went, like a couple of feathers. That was it.
I
I'm like,
saw a robin today on the way here, and I was like, ooh, pretty. And I did
killed
not hit it.
yeah, I killed. It's dead.